Hey guys, my name is Sigman and welcome back to yet another Fireside chat. There may be a little bit of an echo to the room. That's because the studio isn't completely set up yet. I'm still waiting on some other parts to come in, as well as other resources. We are getting really close to working on the skit. Now, just wanted to throw this out there about the skit just so you guys know that it's going to be submitted to the company. However, that does not mean I'm not going to make other skits with my friend, because we're already coming up with other great ideas for really funny stuff, or at least stuff that we think's really funny, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. But on the same hand, it's getting, as of right now, I'm not really thrilled with the quality of audio right now. It's driving me nuts. I can hear my own voice echoing off the walls, which I couldn't before. Now, there was a massive change to the office. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll see what we can figure out. Now, one thing I did not address that was actually asked in the reading your comments video, I believe, not this week, but last week, was how did I come up with Sigman? Well, I've used the handle Sigma, S-Y-G-M-A, for the longest time, and where I got that from was, I'm a huge Mega Man X fan. As a kid, I loved that game, and I hated that game because I died a lot. But I always liked Sigma as a villain, and instead of using S-I-G-M-A, actually, the first game I think I ever used that on was Diablo, but I wouldn't swear to it. I'm not swearing to it. Sigma, in the traditional sense, S-I-G-M-A, was taken by somebody else, so I said, oh, okay, so I started throwing Y's everywhere, so I was like, S-Y-G-M-A. And when I was coming up with the handle for this channel, originally I was gonna say, oh, Sigman has a good ring to it, and I was gonna call it, you'll know my Twitter name is Bearded Sigman. The reason why is because I was like, oh, I have a beard. Bearded Sigman would be great, but then I realized now, like months down the road, that would have been terrible. Can you imagine? Hey guys, my name is Bearded Sigman. And it's like, you know, my friend even asked me, well, what the hell happened to non-bearded Sigman? You know, that kind of thing. It opened that up and all kinds of stuff, and we don't want that, and yeah, that would have been so good. But yeah, so I decided actually what had happened, what made me change the name from Bearded Sigman to just Sigman was right before I made my first recording. I went to trim with my beard trimmer. The guard went off and almost all of it was gone. I was so pissed. I was like, God, what name am I going to come up with now? What name am I going to think of now for a handle? And I was like, wait, just take the word bearded off. That worked really well. But I made the Twitter account and my Twitch account before I did all of that. Oh, I wish I could change the names of those, but oh well, I mean, you know, it happens, so, but look where we are now. I'm not complaining. I'm loving every second of it, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the content. I am going to be trying a little bit of Fallout 4, but it is like 4:55 in the morning right now, so I'm hoping to get something else out to you guys for the second video today. I know my rants are typically random, you know, I think of something random or something stupid that I've said this week, but I've been on vacation, so I haven't really had a whole lot of people to talk to and to tell really stupid stuff. This week has been really interesting, to say the least. What had happened was we had received the resources to be able to get the equipment for the comedy skit, as well as improving the studio. Why? I could see dust particles. Ew. Anyways, see the upgrades to the studio and all that good stuff for voice dubbing and all that good stuff. What had happened was we had went to Best Buy, went there to get the equipment, and they said, hey, yeah, no, we can give you this equipment here. It was a computer, like, we can give you this here, and you know, with this upgraded graphics card for this price. It was a really good price. I was all for it. I said, okay, well, I don't have the money today, and I should have took the hint. As soon as I said that, one of the two salesmen that were helping me, one just turned and immediately walked away. I didn't take that as a hint at the time, but then when I finally got everything set up and everything cleared to get the resources, I went to that Best Buy and said, okay, and what was really irritating was the two guys we spoke with, they're like, we're always here. We're here every day. There's always one of us here, because if one of us were not here every day, then this whole place would fall apart. And needless to say, when my wife and I showed up there, they weren't there. So we were asking questions and got a hold of their general manager. At least he identified himself as such to find out he was actually the assistant manager. But that's not the point. Explained everything to him. And the PC, actually, and also I forgot to mention that they promised that we'd get it in 2 days. Considering the project is due now in 3 days, this was a few days ago, I was tickled. Not only did he say, well, no, we can't get that to you in 2 days, it's impossible. Also, they couldn't do the upgrade, which from a business aspect, it was below their cost. They wouldn't have made money, which I understand that. But the fact remained that their people lied to me and my wife about it. So I was counting on these people to get this, and it didn't happen. So naturally, I'm upset. And at this point, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, I think, 9 or 10 in the morning, and I had been up since like 4 or 5 p.m. the day before, so I was exhausted, and this really didn't help things. Well, my wife walks up and calmly says, "This is bullshit." And the guy looks at her and says, "You've sworn at me 5 times now," which she didn't. She didn't swear him at all, but it's not like she was screaming it on the floor or anything. And then she said, "Well, I'm just letting you know this is unfair that your employees lied." He gets in my wife's face, points at the door and screams, "Get out. Get out now or I'll have you escorted out." So I'm sitting here, I'm exhausted, so my natural sense of mean man didn't really kick in, and then I didn't rage at this guy. I just kind of sat there and I looked at him and said, "You didn't have to talk to my wife like that." And he looks at me and says, "Well, she shouldn't have sworn at me." And I was like, "Dude, she didn't say anything disrespectful to you at all." And what happened next was great. He looks at me, gets in my face, points at the door, and screams at me to get out. Needless to say, after a phone call to corporate, I ended up going to a different Best Buy, and then we got everything settled, so everything is coming in nice and smooth now. But that guy at the first Best Buy, I won't say his name, I won't say the location, but total douche. Now the project is, and another thing that happened that made me really panic was the project is due in a few days. I ordered everything and I needed the lighting for it because with the camera, I got the camera and you'll probably be seeing that used soon. I was going to use it on this, but however, due to it's 5 o'clock in the morning, I really didn't feel like setting it up right now because I am tired. I am very tired. But the lighting, I was worried because I ordered everything. The only thing that was delayed was the lighting. So I was panicking, and then I had everything shipped to my mother's house because at the new address, I'm still not really familiar with the area. So when the lighting came and I went to her house and found out it was there, I was really excited. So I took it home, immediately pulled it out of the box, got ready to assemble everything, and lo and behold, these guys sent me the wrong parts. Now, the hood that holds the light has one part that's already assembled and it's set for the big light, for a big light to go into the socket and everything, to look good for it. But the other ones were supposed to just be the hoods, nothing special, and supposed to come with little poles that go in. They were already installed and the latch for the big light was in there. So for the actual soft box light itself, it wasn't built to hold the soft box. So I got 2 of those and one. Oh, I was so upset because, so what I had to do is I took one of the lights, and I'll have the picture right here, somewhere right in here. You see that pipe, that pole coming down? I had to jerry rig it with bread ties and everything to get the soft box to hold up, to keep the light fastened and secured in there, and I had to use the other pipe behind it to keep it stable so that softbox wouldn't fall over. See, after a little ingenuity and all that stuff and a lot of frustration, a lot of rage, a lot of swearing, and trying to keep my puppy from eating everything, it was not a fun ordeal. It's actually really frustrating, so I'm still not sure if it'll work. But anyways, let's just talk about what happened a little while ago. So I had to pick up one more thing, just one, and the only place I could pick it up was Walmart. So I get ready to go to Walmart, and I'm on my way. I'm just driving right through there, minding my business, but here comes the train signal. So naturally, I'm gonna stop because I'm not gonna get killed. Here comes one little train with like 3 carts behind it, and it just slowly creeps by, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is fine. Well, the things go up, but the lights are still going off. This guy in the train, I'm not kidding you, I wish I was exaggerating. This guy slowed down and then stopped. Before I could get going, he turned the signal back on and closed it, and we sat there for a minute. So I'm staring at this train like, what the hell are you doing? I need to go. So after a minute, it goes, and then the train slowly takes off. Not a big deal. So I'm on my way. I make it to Walmart. I find the one Walmart in town that is not open at 4 o'clock in the morning. They actually have regular business hours, which I didn't even know for Walmart. I didn't even know that existed. So that whole thing was fun. That whole mess was fun. I'm sorry there's no funny, goofy things to be said today. It's just been fun. The whole day has just been interesting, and I'm hoping to get these comedy skits out to you guys, and I'm hoping to get the recording schedule and everything set. It is a little bit more open, so I'm going to do my best to edit out the echoing you might hear right now. So I'm going to do my best to set that up, in the microphone thing, I'm going to have to find something new, because having it right here, right here was fine, right up there was fine where I had it the first time. But with the new setup, I had to come up with a new method for the microphone, because my microphone right here is jerry-rigged to support the Blue Spark, because the Blue Spark requires some, blah, 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 technical stuff, yeah, you get it. Basically, you had to jerry-rig this so it'd sit on here, but it's not very stable, so it's always swinging everywhere, and this is the only spot I could get it at to where, it would just stay in one place and not fall over. So yeah, this whole week has been fun / frustrating / I don't know / a bunch of other stuff / that / this. It's just been all kinds of things. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your time. I just wanted to give you an update as to what's going on. If there is not a second video up today, I apologize. I'm still pulling my resources from my original computer, trying to get everything over and trying to get the transition to be as smooth as possible. But it's not always working the way I want it to. You know how it goes. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. Share the video with a friend. That would be great. And hey, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button for more great content. Things are about to pick up. You're going to see changes everywhere, and I'm hoping that it just improves everything, improves quality, and then I can get back to work and make entertaining videos for you guys, and I'm really excited. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.